So settle into a comfortable meditation posture. And Mary, I'm going to keep an eye on you um, so that I can see if we're frozen or not. All right. So feet flat on the floor, about a hip's width apart. Otherwise, if you're in the cross-legged position, you'll feel the weight of your legs on your feet. Feel the weight of your hips, your sits bones in your chair, and maybe you have a little cushion under your coccyx. And then try and align your shoulders with your hips, your ears with your shoulders. And then imagine your spine is this beautiful string of pearls of light stretching from the base all the way up through the crown of the head and beyond. And then just go to the crown of the head and just release any tension in your scalp. And notice the face softening, relaxing. And then the back of the neck, a little bit of length in there. So you don't want your chin to be too high. If it's too high, creates some constriction in the back of the neck. If your chin is too low, you're going to start falling asleep. Mind will become kind of dull. So just a little bit of length, but not too much. Then allow your shoulders to just drop down, your shoulder blades to drop down. Relax the throat and the chest and the belly. Just relax your limbs, hands, fingers, feet, and toes. Notice your breath. Notice the sensations of your breath. And just, bring your awareness to all the sound in your environment. Just become aware of it and then just allowing all those sounds to be there and trying not to follow with the mind. And then just check in with yourself this morning. Maybe in the same way that you would check in with a friend. Hi, how are you doing? And then just put some space in between your thoughts. And just watch them arise, float to the surface, and abide. And then you just don't follow the stories. So we have this tendency to make up movies about things. And they're not always true. Projecting off into the future, living in the past. And try not to judge what's inside the mind. Just be objective about what you see, what you feel, the emotions that are arising. And then bring to mind your friends, your loved ones. Bring to mind your enemies. That's a bit of a strong word. It's really what those people you have aversion for. And then our strangers. And they're all equal. They all want to be happy. Just like you and me. They all want to be avoiding all of the problems. And they have an amazing capacity for a Buddha mind. So we'll do this meditation this morning, this blessing our speech, and we'll have some time for some mantra as well. For all these people of our life, and by extension, all sentient beings. So we start, this is the text now. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. And so here in the text it says, purify the truly existent I in emptiness, then your wisdom realizing emptiness, which is non-dual with great bliss, manifests as a deity. So not everybody here has permission to manifest as a deity. So we'll do this body of light meditation very briefly. So you can just go into your meditation. So above the crown of your head, you have, just imagine you have this beautiful sphere of white light. Just a bit smaller than the size of your head and about an inch or two above the crown. And it's light, this light is radiant and brilliant and translucent. And imagine this sphere of light contains all the positive energy of all the holy beings in all of the universes, right there above the crown of your head. And then this light begins to sort of reduce in size till it becomes about the size of an inch in diameter, a couple of centimeters, and dissolves into you through the crown of your head and past your third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra. And that's where it comes to settle, in your heart chakra. Now imagine it expands once again. And as it expands, all the solid parts of your body become light. Your organs, brain, the heart, liver, kidneys, spleen, gallbladder, pancreas, the intestinal organs, reproductive organs, the elimination organs. Then your bones all become light, and all the interconnective tissue, the muscles, the ligaments, the tendons, the fascia, and all the fluids, the cerebrospinal fluid, the blood, the plasma, the lymph. All of this becomes light, and your skin and hair and nails, eyelashes, eyebrows, just become this beautiful body of light. And during the meditation, should a distracting thought or sound arise, just see if you can melt it into light. So you can stay in meditation while I just, I'll read the text. So imagine now on your tongue is the syllable R, A-H, standing upright. And that R transforms into a moon. And on top of that appears a white syllable Om. And that's encircled by white Sanskrit vowels, and they're standing clockwise. So you don't have to necessarily know what each individual letter looks like. It's just enough to know it. Enough to know that these Sanskrit vowels are standing on your tongue, and the red Sanskrit consonants are standing counterclockwise. So this red, it's not this kind of like opaque, bright red that you might see in a paint box. It's kind of like a translucent, beautiful color. Maybe like the color of dawn or sunset. That kind of, sometimes when you get that really beautiful red, crimson red. So it's like light. And then blue, then the blue heart mantra dependent relation standing clockwise. So red Sanskrit consonants are standing counterclockwise. So imagine now you've got these beautiful Sanskrit letters on your tongue, and they're radiating light. So light beams radiate from the syllable Om and all the mantra garlands. So they radiate out to all the universes, and they hook back the blessings and power of the speech of those beyond and not beyond the world in the form of the 3 mantras, the 7 sublime precious objects of a king's reign, the 8 auspicious signs, and the 8 auspicious substances. So those who are beyond the world are the Buddhas and the Arya Bodhisattvas, and they're abiding in these beautiful pure realms. And the ones who are not beyond the world are all the yogis practicing in their cave up in the mountains, and sometimes those who are not, and they've actualized, they're accomplishing the path of liberation. They've actualized the words of truth. And due to the power of abiding in silence and living in the morality of abstaining from negative karmas of speech, the words of these sages have so much power. And whatever they pray for is successful. So all these blessings and power of speech are hooked back in the form of the 3 mantras, the 7 precious objects of a king's reign, and the 8 auspicious signs. And so the 8 auspicious substances are like filling the sky, and they absorb into the mantras on the moon, on your tongue. It's kind of like rain falling on the ocean. So now we'll go to these mantras of blessing the speech. So as we recite the vowels, imagine the white nectar is flowing down from the mantra, this is the vowels, and filling your whole body. And all the negative karmas collected with your body from beginningless rebirths are completely purified. Om, a, I, u, ri, ri, li, li, e, o, u, ang, a, swaha. Om, a, I, u, ri, ri, li, li, e, o, u, ang, a, swaha. Om, a, u, ri, ri, li, li, e, o, u, ang, a, swaha. Now the consonants. So as you recite the consonants, that beautiful red nectar flows down from the mantra and fills your whole body, and all the negative karmas collected with your speech from beginningless rebirths are completely purified. Om kakakaka nya tsatsatsa na ta 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 na ta 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 na pa 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 ma yara lawa shaka sa hakya svaha. Om kakakaka nya tsatsatsa nya ta 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 na ta 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 na pa 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 ma yara lawa shaka sa hakya svaha. Om kakakaknya tsatsatsagyana tatatatna tatatatatna papapapama yaralawa shakasahakya svaha. And then as you recite the mantra of the dependent relation, blue nectar beams flow down from the mantra and fill your whole body, and all negative karmas collected with your mind from beginningless rebirths are completely purified. Om Yedama Hetu Prabhava Hetu Tekan Tatagato Hayavada Tekan Sayo Nirada Everybody Mahashramane Svaha. Om Yedama Hetu Prabhava Hetu Tekan Tatagato Hayavada Tekan Saya Nirada Everybody Mahashramane Svaha. Om Yedama Hetu Prabhava Hetu Tekan Tatagato Hayavada Tekan Sayo Nirada Everybody Mahashramane Svaha. So now the heart mantra dependent relation, the blue ones, absorb into the consonants, to the red ones, and the consonants into the vowels, into the white, and the vowels into the syllable om, and now the om into the moon cushion, and that transforms into a syllable ah, and that ah melts into pink nectar and absorbs into your tongue, and this becomes the nature of a vajra. So here your tongue becomes very heavy and strong. It's difficult to move, as indestructible as a vajra. So remember in Vajrasattva practice, in the text it talks about indestructibility of compassion. So this is what the Vajra is representing in that particular practice. So I'm assuming it's the same here. So really generate strong faith that all the blessings and the power of the speech and of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the Arhats, the yogis and the sages have entered your speech and made it perfect. And really believe my speech has become perfect. So, Rinpoche loved benefits. So we'll just talk about them here a little bit. The power of your speech becomes perfect. Whatever you recite is multiplied 10 million times. The power of your speech is not taken away by eating wrong foods. I mean, that's like on when days where you do precepts and you're not supposed to eat maybe garlic or something like that, meat and things like that. And gossiping becomes a recitation of mantra. So then we just say the dedication. May my tongue sense base have all the courage of the ones gone to bliss. By the magnificence and power of my words, may all sentient beings be subdued, and may all the meanings of whatever words I say be accomplished. All right, so now we have our daily mantras. So if you have a mala, a rosary, you can just go and get it, or else just listen. So this is a mantra for blessing the mala. So when we recite this mantra 7 times, and we'll just blow on the rosary afterwards, and all the recitations we do of the secret mantras taught by the Buddha are multiplied 100 sextillion times. So if anybody knows mathematics and you understand 10 to the 23rd, I think it's a lot, but I don't exactly know. And this is taught in the unfathomable mansion of increasing jewels. Okay, Om Ruchira Mani Pravarataya Hum. Om Rachira Mani Pravartaya 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 Hum. Okay. Mantra to increase virtue. So any actions that you do that are virtuous is multiplied by 100,000. And this is taught in the Sutra of the Wheel of Complete Dedication. Om Sambara Sambara Vimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Vimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Vimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Vimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Vimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. And the excellent stainless beam, totally pure light mantra. So this purifies even the heavy negative karmas without break. So these are, killing your parents, mother and father, drawing blood intentionally from a Buddha, from a Bodhisattva, all this kind of thing. There's like really heavy things causing a schism within the Sangha, like this. So that purifies that. And just hearing the voice of a person who's recited this mantra, being touched by their shadow or touching their body, purifies negative karmas collected in this and past lives. You won't be harmed by poison, spirits, lightning, and so forth. And all the Buddhas will protect you, and Chenrezig will look after you. And all the Devas and those who are living in Samaya will support you. And you won't be harmed by black magic, mantras, rituals, and substances. And this is, if this mantra is put inside a stupa, the negative karmas of anyone who sees the stupa, hears of it, touches it, or is touched by earth, dust, or wind that has touched it, are purified. And they won't be reborn in the lower realms, and instead will be born as happy transmigratory beings. Nama nawa nawa tinam tatagata ganganam divalokanam koti near to shata sashranam ombabori tsari ni tsari mori gala salawari svaha. Nama nawa nawa tinam tatagata ganganam divalokanam koti near to shata sashranam ombabori tsari ni tsari mori gala salawari svaha. Nama nawa nawa tinan tatakata ganganam divalokanan koti niu to shata sashranam ombabari tsari ni tsari mari gala salawari svaha. I mean, you don't just have to recite these 3 times, you can recite them as many times as you like. The mantra of the great wisdom Bimala Ushnisha. I think Rinpoche really loved this mantra. And it has 2 major benefits. The first is that it purifies those 5 heavy negative karmas without break, for anyone who hears it. And the second is that because it is the most powerful mantra for consecration, it can be used to consecrate holy objects as well as rocks and trees and mountains and so forth. This is according to Rinpoche. So if, like I've been saying, if you don't have, if Geshe-la's not around, or if your own teachers are not around, lamas are not around, and you want to consecrate your mala, this is how you do it. And it just kind of tides you over until maybe, someone like Ling Rinpoche or someone, His Holiness, is able to do it, bless it. But even if you go to one of His Holiness's teachers in person, you'll see often people hanging up, objects on the pillars so they can sort of be purified and consecrated and receive blessings. Om Shri Yade Sawatathagata Shridaya Gabe Zola Dhammadata Gabe Sangharana Ayu Sang Shadhaya Papan Savatathagata Samendra Ushnika Bimali Bishade Svaha. Om Shriya De Savatata Gata Shridaya Gabe Zola Dhammadata Gabe Sangharana Ayu Sangshadhaya Papam Savatata Gata Samindra Ushnika Bimali Bishade Svaha. Om Shriya De Savatata Gata Shridaya Gabe Zola Dhammadata Gabe Sangharana Ayu Sangshadhaya Papam Savatata Gata Samindra Ushnika Bimali Bishade Svaha. And then holy name mantra that fulfills wishes. Whoever memorizes the name of this Tathagata and the words of this mantra will have all their wishes fulfilled without exception. Dejin Sheba Zazin Galpala Chaksalo Tata Om Dara Dara Duranda Manisoha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Galpala Chaksalo Tata Om Dara Dara Duranda Manisoha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Galpala Chaksalo Tata Om Dara Dara Duranda Manisoha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Galpala Chaksalo Tata Om Dara Dara Duranda Manisoha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Galpala Chaksalo Tata Om Dara Dara Duranda Manisoha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Gapala Chagse Lo Tayata Om Dar 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 Nebani Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Gapala Chagse Lo Tayata Om Dar 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 Nebani Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Gapala Chagse Lo Tayata Om Dar 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 Nebani Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Gapala Chagse Lo Tayata Om Dar 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 Nebani Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Gapala Chagse Lo Tayata Om Dar 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 Nebani Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Gyalpala Chag Se Lo Tayata Om Dar 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 Anibani Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Gyalpala Chag Se Lo Tayata Om Dar 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 Anibani Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Gyalpala Chag Se Lo Tayata Om Dar 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 Anibani Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Gyalpala Chag Se Lo Tayata Om Dar 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 Anibani Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Gyalpala Chag Se Lo Tayata Om Dar 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 Anibani Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Gapala Chag Se Lo Tayata Om Dar 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 Anibane Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Gapala Chag Se Lo Tayata Om Dar 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 Anibane Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Gapala Chag Se Lo Tayata Om Dar 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 Anibane Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Gapala Chag Se Lo Tayata Om Dar 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 Anibane Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazen Gapala Chag Se Lo Tayata Om Dar 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 Anibane Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Kapala Chag Se Lo Tayata Om Dar 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 Anebande Soha. So then we'll just quickly do the mantra for blessing the feet. So it's taught that any insects that die under your feet will be reborn as devas in the realm of the 33 if you recite this mantra. So you can also bless the wheels of any vehicles that you're driving, so anything that could be crushing sentient beings. And then it can also use it when there's a specific need arising, such as if you're walking through a place where you know there's a lot of insects and small creatures that might die under your feet. Om Krecharagana Hum Tri Soha, 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 Om Krecharagana Hum Tri Soha. Then you can just blow on the soles of your feet. Yeah. And there you go. So that practice took us half an hour by the time we got the internet stable and I'd done some settling meditation. But you can actually do it in about 10 minutes. So I'd highly recommend, if you get an opportunity to do that, practice in the mornings if you can get a hold of the FPMT, that prayer book. Anyway, everyone. Mary, thank you so much. Sorry about the internet troubles. Lots of love, everybody. I will see some of you this evening. Okay, thank you.